Okay. Hello everyone, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would be happy to be yours. Go to my website, stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net. There you can find out more about me. You can see when I have classes and other events. You can see our products. You can place an order. You could sign up to do a workshop with some friends and or family members to make some cards of your own and earn some free product. You can sign up to join my team and take advantage of the perks of being a demonstrator. Any questions, anything I can help you with, please reach out to me. So this week I am working on our July 2022 paper pumpkin kit. And let's see here. The color ink they gave us, the ink spot we got is Bermuda Bay. This is I stamped the stamp set on here. Here's like a little rolled up paper, some stars or starfish, whatever you want those to be, some great like seagrass, a seahorse, these little dots, and this clipper ship, and then it says thinking of you, can't wait to see you, wishing you all the best, and sending good thoughts. So the complementary colors, or the colors that they recommend to go with it, is balmy blue, fresh freesia, basic gray, poppy parade, Pacific Point, and Pacific Point and Bermuda Bay. But I also realized Bermuda Bay, Calypso Coral, and Pool Party are kind of like lighter versions of that. So you might want to even bring in some of those colors. And I would just recommend looking at other colors that you have that might coordinate with the colors that they use, and because it's whatever you want. You do it the way you want it to be done. Now, yesterday on my Facebook page, and I did also share it on YouTube, I put together, whoops, this is upside down. I put together the cards the way that they recommend. Okay, so they're kind of fun. Okay, here had the message in a bottle there, can't wait to see you, a little bit of coral behind it. Okay, this little banner that we stamped some dots on, a ship in a bottle, and some seagulls. And I just realized it's over too. This is how good I was earlier. I wasn't paying attention. I'll have to see if I can move it over. They're actually supposed to say sending good thoughts. I didn't pay attention that he was over sending it. By the time I got to this, I was a little flustered because it was going long. I'll have to play around with that and fix that. And then here is the third one. Okay, wishing you all the best. Okay, the seahorse, we stamped some grass on the seagrass on that one. Okay, some coral with that as well. All right, so while I was getting ready for this, I got thinking, what do I want to do? A lot of times I'd like to do some alternates using things right from the card kit itself. But then I decided I wanted to pull out some of my other, and some of these have retired, but I just want to show you. Let's see, these three are retired. Let me do it that way. Use stuff that you already have. Oh, that's not retired. These two have retired. Okay, High Tide. And I wanted a lighthouse. And there is a lighthouse in the new annual catalog. I have not been able to get that yet. It's on my list of things I'd like to get. The Seize the Day. It's like, I really like that. And it really was with us just a short time. It recently was retired, and I hadn't had a chance to do anything with it yet, but I got to today. Our Waves of Inspiration. This is still the next one's here. This is available in the annual catalog. Well Done is available. Oceanfront and Mountain Air. And you'll see from the Oceanfront, I really just used this for sand, and I used the clouds from the Mountain Air in this one. I don't know that I used anything from this right today, but that's something else just to show you. These are some like beachy or, you know, things that I have that I figured I could mix and match with those. And that's one of the things. Use what you have. You don't always have to buy new things. So I decided I wanted to try that wave. And how I did this was let me just show the wave here. Let me bring it over here, because it is a good size stamp. Okay, it's like this big. And actually I stamped it lightly with, I think I stamped it lightly first with Pacific Point, and then I took my markers and just kind of hit here and there with Balmy Blue and with what's the other, and with, no, it wasn't Balmy Blue. I did it with the oh now my mind's going blank here, the Bermuda Bay and a little bit of the Coastal Cabana. And this is what I got from that, a few different colors in there. Okay. Your Strength is an Inspiration is from the stamp set that had the lighthouse. And I played around just to kind of, I wanted it to kind of like it was, you know, it was getting out further so it's not as dark. So I played around to kind of have it like almost Peter, you know, like get lighter and lighter there. That's something else I'm going to try again another time. Then these clouds are from Mountain Air, and these are like two-sided stamps, so you can, where is it? I have it here. You can stamp, like this gives you the, like all the detail of the stamp of the clouds, and then you can turn it over, clean it off, turn it over, and stamp it again to add some color. So what I did was I stamped off once, because I used the, for these I used the basic gray. So I stamped in just straight basic gray for like the outline of the clouds. Then I turned it over and I stamped off once for the darker ones and stamped off twice for the lighter ones. Okay, and I did some masking there to make them look like somewhere in back and somewhere in front. All right. And I wanted this to kind of look like, you know, out on the ocean, and it's up and down with the waves. So it does look almost like it could crash into that lighthouse, but oh well, didn't have to be unrealistic. Okay, so that, and then I had another one. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. So then I wanted to do something a little different. I'll just show you here. It's a little hard to, it might be a little hard to see, but this is like embossed, so it's raised up. It's just got waves, and I wanted to kind of help those stand out a little better. I tried just doing a little bit of what's it called? Putting a little bit of the ink on with, you know, the blending brush, and it didn't seem to do much. Then I tried, I did take my stylus, which a stylus is, it's right here. It's got like this rounded end, and we do have, it's double-sided, a smaller one and a bigger one that fit into the Take Your Pick tool. And from the back, I went over that to try to accentuate it, and because I wanted you to be able to see it a little bit differently than we could on the other. And then I just decided just stamp directly on it. Well, the one thing I didn't take into account was, especially with the octopus, the fish and the sea, like the rest of the things didn't affect them quite the same, but because it was raised there, it does make it it made it not stamp, it made it not stamp quite as well. But anyway, so Wishing You Oceans of Happiness, that's also from the Seize the Day stamp set. So what I thought I would do today, I have a couple ideas. I wanted to use this card, like the card front, this one, and I was trying to accentuate the clouds and the lines a little more. I tried some balmy blue, it didn't quite do it. And then I went over from the back, so you can see here with the stylus, and it still didn't do quite what I wanted. I really wanted those to stand out a little more, so then I ended up taking just a pencil and just kind of lightly outlining the top. These I just had done from the back with the stylus, and then I did a little bit I tried the balmy blue, and then it really didn't make much difference. Then I did try just a little bit down here with the Pacific Point. I thought I might just try a little bit on. Not sure if it'll help these clouds stand out a little more. I really just wanted, yeah, it does a little bit. I wanted to just accentuate them a little bit, but not, I didn't want it super dark. So there. And then just like this. And I did like leaving that a little lighter at the top. Okay. So then I was thinking, what do I want to do? And I thought, oh, you know what? I know last week one of the things I played around with was our sailboat. And I'd use the sailboat builder punch. And I decided that I'm going to make the sailboat itself, like the boat itself, black. And this is like some of the white glimmer paper. Glitter paper, glimmer paper. They call it glimmer paper. And actually, I got to move this over here just a little bit because I want my sentiment to be over there, and I want to make sure it's going to fit. So I wanted to put on here. No, that's not the one for that. What did I want to put here? I had it already. Oh, I wanted Thinking of You. So I want this, and I'm going to put it just above the horizon there. Okay. So because I'm going to do that, usually I stamp last, but I'm going to stamp before just because I want to make sure. Let me just make sure I want to make sure I've stamped that well, inked it well. So let me do. There, that's better. The N and G weren't the greatest, but I just wanted to. I'm going to put this. Hopefully I get that straight. Yeah, that's not too bad. Could have maybe been down just a little closer to the horizon, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is, actually, I think I'm going to use these tiny glue dots from the kit. And I use here we go. I take your pick tool, the pointy, put one, so here and here. And can I get one up here? I think so. And if it sticks over a little, I can always push it back. So here's this. Maybe there. And then this one off there. There, I think that's going to be good. And then I'm also going to put some glue dots. You can just use regular glue if you want with this also, but today I decided I'm going to do the glue dots, and I don't know if you can see, I put that one down, so there's one there, here, and over here. Okay, and just get and then I'm just going to butt this right up, maybe go just a smidge over there, like that. Now this side, this sail. 3. Okay. And then this is going to go there. So there's that. And then I decided I was going to put it on a black card base. I have this other idea. I don't know if it's going to work. And we'll see here. And I could have, if I wanted, even put some dimensionals on the boat or the sails, but I'm just doing this all. And then I think I'm going to, my sister mentioned me I could put a little bit of white on. I was telling her my idea. But then I thought, maybe, let me just try. Is this Wink of Stella going to show up? I don't know, but I'm going to try it on some of the, it doesn't necessarily have to be on every one of them. I'm not sure how it really shows up for you. I can see it here, but on the camera a lot of times it's just a little bit of sparkle, so it kind of pulls the sparkle out from the, kind of accentuates it from the sails. Just do a little more there. Yeah, so I'm not sure, as I said, I'm not sure if that shows up on the camera there. You just see, you have to wait a minute because it's behind on the, tipped it a little more. Let me see, just give it a chance to catch up with us here on my computer. So I don't know that you can really see, but there's sparkly all along the water there. Oh, maybe. You might be able to see it just a little bit. Yeah, it does show up just a little bit on the camera. Okay. And then I was just thinking, I wonder if I could make it a little sparkly kind of behind, almost like some light coming out from behind the cloud here. I don't know if it's going to work. Not sure how it's going to look exactly, but I'm just going to try it behind that one cloud because it's a little lighter behind it. Anyway, so there's that one, very simple. And then on the inside I'll just put a piece of white paper, and I'm not sure how I'll decorate the inside, just a little bit. And then, but that gives me, like, because thinking of you, I can add another, if I like to go with it, or I can write a note in there. Sometimes that's the best thing, to not have a real sentiment, but be able to write a note. Okay, so that's one alternative. And with this one, I used this one layering piece, and I used the stamp set one of the sentiments that came with it. Okay, but so, okay, then I had another idea for, this is like my little cheat sheet. A lot of times I will do stuff on a piece of scrap paper, like this is really from just copy paper. Okay, and I made it, I just folded it in quarters because that gives you the size of the front of a card base. And I used, this came from, get the right one again here, came from this because I wanted something so I could get the water, and I'll show you how I did that. I have to make sure I get the right, once again, I get the right colors here. Okay. And then I did these colors a little bit. Okay. So I used Balmy Blue and stamped that on there, and then I took some Pacific Point and I just kind of here and there on this, and then I also did some Coastal Cabana, Coastal Cabana, or you could do Bermuda Bay, or you could do Pool Party, because they all kind of go together here. They all are. Okay, and let me just see here. And then once you do that, you just kind of do what we call huff, just like breathe on it. It reactivates, and the ink almost getting dry, it reactivates it. And then I just I started over here and stamped off a little bit like that. And then I did it again. And, you know, just as I said, hitting here and there with the colors. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just to add gives you the different shades of the water. Oops, I think I want a little more blue. Maybe just a smidge more of this in this one. Huff on it again. Okay, and do it again here. It doesn't really matter what order you do it in, as long as you just put all the same colors on. And I did 2 rows because I wanted it a little, I didn't want it that thin. So there's that. And so you can see I just keep hitting it here and there with each of the colors. Now I'm going to turn it around. I had this rounded area. Wait, is that the way I did it? No, yes, that was the way. So I'm going to turn it around and have it go that way. And I just was trying to be a little careful. I just have a little bit of an overlap, not too much, because I don't want it to be real dark, like in a line along there. And then one more here. And then it's the last one of these colors. I'm going to do just a smidge right there. Yeah, there. Okay, and then I decided I didn't want the Bermuda Bay I stamped this in Sahara sand. And then, because I wanted this to look like it's kind of in the water, because if it's a clear bottle, you could kind of see through it. So I just set it down on my scrap paper, and I just took this and just put it over that. And I didn't think I probably should have waited to do it till now, but oh well. it was done. So I wasn't going to, I didn't want to do another one right now. Maybe I will later, but and then I took a little bit of the Balmy Blue because I just wanted to give a little color in the sky, not a lot. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be like a little blotchy like this, a little bit of white showing. Okay. And if you wanted, you could do a little bit over the water, but it's not necessary. And then I also decided I wanted a little bit of a sun. So this is from, oh, this also is from the High Tide. Mountain Air has one as well. And then I did that. And, oop, just stuck my thumb in there. And Daffodil Delight, where's my, come on, I don't want to come out of my, okay. And then I put that just about here. And then I decided I just wanted a little bit of yellow, not, I need to put a little more on my sample than I really want, but just a little bit of yellow around it. Maybe just a smidge more, I don't know. Didn't want it too dark, but I wanted to kind of soften the sun as well and just have a little bit of a, there, I think that's it. And then, now, I want, this is going to go here, and see, because of how that is, I want it to kind of look like it's, you know, even with that. So before I put that down, I'm just going to sit that there. And then I wanted to say, whoop, I don't know if that's on there right. Let me just throw it on there. Sending good thoughts. And I'm just not sure if it's going to show up well with, let me just see here. Actually, do I have a clear, somewhere I got a piece of clear. Oh, right here. I'm going to try it on here to see. It'll look a little different, but so I can at least see, do I like, is it going to show up enough? Because it'll be darker on there than this. Oh, I think that might work. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. Is it really going to work? And I'm going to put this flat. I'm not even going to, like that. I think that's going to, hopefully this really does. Sending, whoop, I'm going to wipe the edge of this off because it seems like I've been doing that more and more lately. I don't know what I'm doing incorrectly, but I get that where I don't want it. And then sending good thoughts. When I should have had my Stampin' oh, there. Very good. Yay. Oh, no. I have a, look at that. How did that darker one get there? Shoot. I can put this up just a little higher, not much, because of the water. Is that going to go? Let me see here. Darn it. I must have had some on my finger and I didn't even realize it. Can I hide that? That's what I want to know. There, that hides it. Oh my goodness. That's the other thing. It seems like I'm always getting splotches of ink where I don't want it. I think by now, I mean, I've done it enough years, you'd think that that would not be an issue, but obviously it is still an issue. Okay. Then I just decided I would put this on Pacific Point card base, and I think I'm going to pop this up. Just give it a little more oomph there. So in each of the 4 corners. So this paper, the white cardstock, the basic white, is 5 1/4 by 4. So just if you wondered the size of that. Okay. And you can put as many or as few on as you want with the dimensionals. I really wanted to make sure it didn't cave in or going through the mail or whatever. Let me just use this because my finger doesn't seem to like my, oh, that one's already off. I think I'm going to have to do that little trick that my sister, when she saw somebody do, where, did I get them all? Yep, I think I got them all. Where you put a line across, you just would, the pen, you just kind of go like this across, like all of the, oh, it's not writing, of course, there. Yeah, if you just go like this across them, when that doesn't want to write on there anyway, and then you'll know because when you put it on, you're going to see that line, the line on it, and you'll know that you didn't take off the release. Anyway, all right, I think I get it in the light just right. You can see this, the ones that it's off. They like have a little more of a shine. So let me just, with my bone folder, get this a little more. Okay. And again, if you want, you could do a little bit of Wink of Stella to give a little bit of highlights here and there. This one I'm just not going to do as much as I did with the other, but just like that. And again, it's hard to see. I can't even, this one I'm having a harder time seeing than myself, let alone if it shows up on the camera. But there, just a little sparkle. Okay. If you wanted, actually I just thought of this. I don't want that. Where is the, could even do some little birds in the background, which I know I had some the other day. Oh, I know it was in with the, here, wait a minute, it's in with this. This is the stamp set that goes with the punch. I punched out those pieces using the builder punch here, and I know I didn't show you that because I did it ahead of time, but put this right here. I think I'm going to do those just in basic gray, because that's kind of the color of the. And one of the things I like to try to do too is stamp it there just to be sure I've got them right side up. Okay, just like that. You can put more birds on if you want, but I just want the few there. Just give it a little added dimension or whatever there. Okay, so today I went a little long in my yesterdays, and today I just decided I'm just going to do these 2 for you. Friday I will do some more alternatives when I do the my fun fold. So let me just find my other alternates here. This was ahead of time. Here's this one. These are the ones I made while you watched me. And then there's that one. And what was the other one I had? It's right here. Okay. So don't be afraid to, if you do have other stamp sets, and if this is your first time with Paper Pumpkin, you can really just do some different things using what you have. You don't have to put it together exactly the way that they show it. Many times I end up just doing alternates using just what comes in the kit, and today I just wanted to pull in some other things, and but anyway, so hopefully this gives you some inspiration to try some different things and just kind of, you know, reach out on your own or branch out on your own, whatever the right thing is to say. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope everyone has a good week and that you're able to join me on Friday at my Facebook page. If you can't come there, I will at some point put it on YouTube here so that you can see it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. Any comments are welcome. I just ask that you be kind. We try to be kind to each other. Okay, so thanks again for watching, and until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.